Hi, and welcome to this talk of mine where I will be discussing a bit about the topic of medication and how to relate to medication, psychiatric medication, psychopharma, the body, the mind, and how we all can have a more healthy overall relationship to self and with the concerns of mental illness. So, I reckon that we all adults are um, more or less mentally ill. I don't reckon that half of us or one third of us or something like that have a potential for mental illness. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We live in a world where everything has been for a very long time in reverse of what is best for all. Obviously, we've been living in a world with much despair, chaos, abuse, etc. That is the world we have been living in. Now, my purpose is to work with and expose schizophrenia and share what I know about schizophrenia and psychiatry and within such to create potentially or to create a better world from that starting point of finding that calmity, finding that stability, that peace, that gentleness within myself, that stability, sanity within myself, where I can be a representative for a better world and show others how they can be representatives of a better world, of a better given reality, starting with self. So, me being schizophrenic, I have had a long time fighting against medication, meaning psychopharma. I've had a long time fighting against medication and doctors and hospitals and that sort of instruments. Um, I would think that my natural, pristine body should not have chemicals introduced to it that would pollute my body. I would look upon psychopharma medication as pollution to my body. And yes, to a certain extent and degree, that can be relevant. But um, to avoid psychosis and what psychosis could do to me, I choose now today to take my medication in cooperation with my doctor. And also, in addition to that, in addition to that, I use cleansing herbs and remedies to clean the toxic of my body, the extra storage of medication in my liver, in my heart, in my brain, in my guts, wherever, to clean out that with Epsom salt, with um, different types of herbs, dandelion. Epsom salt is really good. Dandelion, sting nettle, to use the ever so available herbs to clean out the extra medication from my body so that I won't suffer from that type of side effects. So, pivotal to this is how I want to explain that I take my Superdera. Superdera, it's a Abilify brand, a antipsychotic medication. Antipsychotic, it works for me. Many schizophrenic people and psychosis illness, this works very well for. What you need, I would talk to my doctor about it. Okay? Uh, I take this Superdera every third week shot to my buttocks. And because I take this medication, I also take dandelion, sting nettle, Epsom salt, and so on to cleanse out every so often the extra medication from my liver, from my heart, and so on, to be able to balance it and have a sane relationship to it. And I'm looking forward to the day where we are taught properly about what herbs, what health instruments like Epsom salt or bicarbonate or dandelion or sting nettle or garlic or ginger that we can use, that have been suppressed and denied. Yes, it have been suppressed and denied the usage of such instruments, of such tools to support the body. My message is right here, right now, that we need both the dandelion flower, the sting nettle, the ginger, the Epsom salt, the oils, the essential oils from herbs and so on. We need that, and we need the old school medicine, the psychopharma. For people with schizophrenia or with DID or PTSD or other type of illness that is severe to the mind and to the living, that would very soon guide one into psychosis and suffering, we still need psychopharma for quite some time, I can assure you. And again, in addition to my psychopharma, I take and study what herbs could be used to balance my body in a more supportive way for me, as well as to use self-communication tools such as self-forgiveness, to open up points and to make myself more aware and have a better overview of my living, and to have a better, more sane and safe structure to my living, to my everyday, and in general to have a better health overall, holistically. So for me to learn to accept that I need a medication, it took some time, it took some tears, it took some effort to become, to realize that I need my medication. That was a lengthy process for me, and I hope with this video to help you to understand if you need medication. Work with the doctor. Work with the doctor. And you know, there have been polarized camps within this, of the psychopharma, the government, the money, the doctor, and the activist, the survivor, the addict, the patient. And they have been separate, because if the patient don't want medication, they would maybe soon point at natural herbs and, you know, herb medication or Chinese medicine, or, you know, any kind of alternative, obviously, medication that one would want instead of one's prescripted doctor's psychopharma. What I'm trying to bring through in this message is that we need both, okay? We need both these instruments, these medications, these therapies. So this prayer for me here, to how I would like to see that we can unite both from the psychopharma, the money, the power, the government, the doctor, the data, the, you know, with the activist, the survivor, the patient, the lawyers, to unite and find peace within this, and cooperation, and a new understanding, and a new beginning for a better psychiatry overall, with more diverse and rich types of therapy, meaning we could include more types of therapy to medication, to hospital, to psychiatry, and learn how to use Epsom salt, learn how to use essential oils, learn how to use yoga, learn how to use massage, learn how to use self-therapy, self-forgiveness, learn how to use self-communication, structured writing, self-honesty, and least but not but also important, self-responsibility. That we are individually responsible for ourselves. Even though we have bipolar or schizophrenia, it's still one's responsibility to, you know, heal self, obviously, to work with self and understand self and find solutions that work for self in honesty with that. So for me, to take my Cipadera injection every third week is, what shall I say, a blessing. I I welcome it. I need it, and I have a good relationship to my doctor. We are very open and clear communication, and let's see what we can do individually to bring these two, parallels or camps or opposites of psychiatry to unite, to say yes, we need both the psychopharma and the alternative Chinese medicine, all those things that are alternative, that may be more ancient from old days, and what have been abused and ignored and denied its existence, which we have seen through the history, um, in the name of greed and so on. So we can unite and find out we need both types of medication. For me, going through I had all these thoughts and conspiracies within me that I didn't want to take medication. That would make me, you know, fat and dumb and poison my body. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be um, that slow, depressed mental patient, obviously. And I dare to say that today I'm not that slow, depressed, schizophrenic patient. I mean, I make videos, I make blogs, I do a work in the garden. I, I have a real uh, life today where I can be myself and give of myself to a better given reality for tomorrow, and for all to have a better, what shall I say, view and commonsensical perspective of medications and psychiatry, schizophrenia, and beyond that. So, thank you for listening. And if you have questions or concerns about medications, please see a doctor. And if you would like to know more about me and my history, check out my blog, my different blogs. And yeah, thanks and enjoy.